Hi guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's Hope here. Yes, I know this trend is so dead, but I'm kind of opinionated and I thought it would be fun to make, so here goes. Obviously I am not trying to send any hate towards any of the groups mentioned, so please don't be upset by anything I say. Okay, I'll stop rambling now. Please don't assassinate my family because of these opinions and enjoy. CLC are definitely one of the best groups right now, and they would be a lot bigger if they weren't under poor management. CLC are a group that most have heard of yet probably only know a few songs of. It may surprise you to learn that CLC have actually been around for 4 years because they remained completely underground until Hobgoblin. CLC have incredible potential and are probably one of the most well-rounded girl groups. Not to mention they are incredibly stable live. Their mistreatment literally breaks my heart as a Cheshire because they are so incredibly talented, so please support CLC. Not to mention they are still without fan collars and a light stick after this much time. They are certainly not a throwaway group. They are one of a kind. Some of y'all are about to be real mad at me, so let me explain. Of course there are some other amazing dancers in the industry, but Seungyeon is just a standout for me. As someone who danced since I was a child, Seungyeon seems to be the best rounded and most technically accurate. It is difficult to explain, but she seems aware of every muscle in her body when she dances, and she knows when it is effective to dance with more fluidity or in a more jagged manner. She is also great at choreographing, as you can see on Cube's channel. Not to mention her charisma when dancing. She is basically just a full package dancer, but there are a lot of close contenders. I'm pretty sure we have all come across one of those BTS antis who complain about the boys' occasional pitch and stamina issues. Obviously, sometimes these incidents do happen, but please don't forget that stamina on stage has no correlation with how good of a singer you are. I can't describe the BTS vocal line in any other way except colorful. Their voices are all different textures and tones, and they blend perfectly. I can't really find words to describe it, but I think their vocals are super enjoyable to listen to and some of the best in terms of range. If you think they can't sing because they have a few technical issues, shut up. This is nothing to do with the members of X1, as they are all super talented angels, but the song itself was forgettable. I am not saying it wasn't good, but it just didn't grab my attention at all. I felt that the other produced groups had more memorable debuts that made me want to stan, but Flash just seemed to blend into the market at the time. The boys definitely pulled it off in performance. I just wish that a more engaging song was chosen for their debut, but that is just my opinion. I am sending love to Onitz and the X1 boys at this time. I really hope this situation resolves. There is not much to explain here, but again, just my taste. The loona music videos are obviously beautiful. I just prefer the style of cinematography in the teasers. For example, I loved the shots of Haeju in Paris and Go One in Iceland. I would love to have the same level of lore from the teasers included in the actual music videos, as I think the time, effort and money invested in filming the teasers is often wasted as new fans miss it. This one really pisses me off, so let me explain. There are so many people on Stan Twitter who claim to stan Fromis 9, but when it comes to actually supporting them and streaming their comebacks, y'all are silent. Stop pretending to stan Fromis 9 to support your edgy girl group stan agenda, but instead actually give them the love they deserve. At the moment, Fromis are on a long, unannounced hiatus, and Flovers have been trying to raise awareness about the girls' current situation. After the produce scandal, the future of Fromis 9 is also unsure, so please actually support them. I love Twice's Korean music videos, but recently I've been really loving Twice's Japanese comebacks, especially Happy Happy and Fake and True. I just feel like we see a completely new side of Twice in these comebacks, and I feel like it reveals the vocal talents of many of the members. That is all. Stream Fake and True. Right, so I think people need to understand that every fandom has some toxic individuals, but these people do not speak on behalf of the rest of the fandom. If you have a bad experience with an orbit, for example, you cannot assume that every other orbit will behave the same way, as this is not true at all, as the majority of the fandom are just there to support their group. I have seen a lot of people saying that ARMYs are the most toxic fandom, but I don't think so. The BTS fandom is so big that yes, there probably are more toxic fans statistically, but that also means there are also more lovely fans. You can't take one or two people as an overview of an entire group, and some of y'all need to hear that. As someone who ults both WayV and NCT, I don't understand why it matters if WayV are a subunit of NCT or not. I support WayV for their music and for the boys regardless of whether they are in NCT. The only issues that are worth worrying about are the treatment of WayV by SM and by the NCT fandom. Anyway, long story short, I love all of the boys and will support all of them whether or not they are in NCT, and you should too. I often come across people who think they are edgy for hating on one of the NCT subunits to promote their favorite subunit. Of course, people are allowed to have their own favorite subunit, but I don't understand why some of y'all feel the need to drag down the other boys in NCT in the process. Some of you are so weird. The boys are all friends, please get over yourself. Can already tell I am going to get hate for this one, but I don't care. Out of the active girl groups right now, and with SNSD on hiatus, I think Blackpink have the best stage presence of any girl group. To be clear, I love all of the third generation groups, so this is by no means meant to drag the other groups. I just think Blackpink is especially talented in this area. When you watch them in concert or on stage, the girls know how to hype a crowd, and they are just so charismatic and interesting to watch. I am always excited to watch new stages from them, even though they have very few songs. I know some people will bring the lazy Jennie claims into this, but I think Jennie always has incredible power on stage and has shown even more improvement in Kill This Love era. Please don't use a few stages as an overview of her potential. This shouldn't be underrated, but I feel like it is. With the dance covers and complex choreographies, I think LOONA's vocals are often overlooked. LOONA are in fact a group that has 6 members which are capable of being main vocalists. Not to mention each of the members individually are extremely stable and have unique and beautiful voices. With many of the 4th generation girl groups being dance focused, I think LOONA really has an opportunity to shine, especially as they develop into the future, where I feel they could become some of the best vocalists in the industry. Okay, that's it. Stan LOONA vocal legends.